Halloween season is officially upon us, and I get so excited. It's the fall, it's going to start getting cooler, and, Halloween. I love me some Halloween. If I was ever president, Halloween would become a national holiday. Yes, it would. But there's been a lot of speculation, rumors out there, photos throughout the lands of Reddit online of dead NPCs, I think some dogs as well, looking zombie-like, undead. Not the cholera victims in Armadillo. What a missed opportunity Armadillo was. I mean, that should have been thriving, but that's a side issue. Back to Halloween. A lot of people have been speculating, theorizing. Plenty of videos out there. By the way, no confirmed information as of yet from Rockstar that we may just be getting some sort of Halloween undead event. Maybe starting next week. Maybe a few weeks into October. Maybe the last week of October around Halloween, which would be really awesome. But whatever the case may be, whether it's true or not, whether it comes to pass, it gave me a little idea. Something I was going to want to see what you all, my awesome viewers, subscribers, and fans, think about this. Your Red Dead Online Halloween ideas. You had a chance via the YouTube community tab and over in Discord to submit your ideas for what you would like to see in a hypothetical Halloween event or update for Red Dead Online. So without further ado, let's get into your ideas. By the way, if you didn't get a chance to submit ideas for the Halloween event video, you can do so below in the comment section and let me know which of these ideas you like. First off, let's start with Shaun of the Dead, one of my favorite zombie films. Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, love the Coronado trilogy. I'd love to see an Undead Horde mode make a return from the original Red Dead Redemption multiplayer. Yeah, that was a lot of fun back in the day. Having a posse battle against waves of undead would be fun. Yes, indeed. So I definitely feel like we may have an undead-themed event week or weeks in Red Dead Online, similar to Undead Nightmare. Talion, let's see, Talion says he wants single-player Undead Nightmare DLC. Eldavo, Undead Nightmare. A lot of people really do want, at the very least, some sort of Undead Nightmare 2 DLC for Red Dead Redemption 2 because Undead Nightmare was so popular. It was a great DLC, and this is coming from a guy that doesn't really like zombies. I feel like zombies have been overdone, but props to Rockstar for doing such a fantastic job with Undead Nightmare, and people have been wanting more Undead Nightmare ever since, and what better place to put it in than both Red Dead Online as well as maybe a story mode DLC for Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but only time will tell. Gorlock, I would like there to be a supernatural things in Red Dead Online. Maybe a monster wandering in the woods, a few ghosts to find. How about a werewolf that if killed gives some sort of cool reward like a fur coat? See, that's what I'm talking about. More than just zombies. Okay, I'm totally fine with zombie hordes and zombie undead dynamics, but I want more, Rockstar. Just like Gorlock here, you know, some werewolves wandering around the swamp, or yetis. Yetis are a thing. Or not yetis, Sasquatch. Yetis are over there in the far east. But, you know, you could have yetis up in the, western grizzlies in the snow. That'd be kind of cool. And Sasquatches everywhere else, especially in tall trees. It's creepy enough already. So that's what I want. I want more creepy, sweet stuff like ghosts. There's actually some ghosts in Red Dead Redemption 2. And there's also a ghost train. Yes, there is. Another reason why you should actually play Red Dead Redemption 2. If you only bought Red Dead Redemption 2 for Red Dead Online, then you are missing out. Kendall, this is what Kendall wants. What about you and Posse exploring the forest at night? Someone dresses up in a creepy costume chasing you. See, that would be an interesting idea too, Kendall. What if we had something like, Friday the 13th or Halloween theme or Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where you had like this really OP NPC, right? And it was all disgusting and scary looking, and it had like a machete or an axe or something, and you had to fight it, or you had to get from one point to the other, and not only did you have to deal with like this OP NPC that you had to survive one way or the other, either by fighting or just getting from, I don't know, to safety. I don't know where you would go, but it's an interesting idea, Kendall. Let's see, Smeg. Let's see, I want my own horse-drawn Princess Pumpkin carriage. Smeg, we all want our very own Princess Pumpkin carriage. Who doesn't? And of course, I want some lovely glass slippers as well. Is that too much to ask, Rockstar? I think not. Jeremy, sure, everyone will say zombies. Mask, new horse, masks. Yeah, that seems to be like the top three things. Like, zombies, of course. A lot of people want the undead to return to Red Dead Online. And the way I see it happening is not the entire map of undead, but, dynamics scattered throughout the map. Let's just say 2 separate undead dynamics per state. So 10 total, 2 in New Austin, 2 in West Elizabeth, 2 in New Hanover, 2 up in Amberino, 2 down Lemoyne. And they're just really cool wave after wave survival type dynamics with you going against all the different types of the undead in Undead Nightmare. Because there was various types of undead. There was the regular walkers, there were spitters, there was big bulky brutes. So more varieties of undead creatures, the better. Plus there was undead animals like undead wolves, undead bears, undead cougars, undead horses you could ride around on. Let's see, James will never happen, but how about Leatherface? Now, that was an option that we talked about a moment ago, the idea that maybe some of the dynamics for a Halloween event, maybe not this year, but maybe in the future, may not be undead related, but might be related to like serial killer movie related, like I said, Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers, or like you pointed out, Leatherface, where you have to fight off this massive OP killer, or you just have to try to get away. Now, next is Lynn. I want more Easter eggs in online, like ghosts in the forest, maybe Bigfoot crawling in the distance, growling in the distance, werewolves, signs of zombies, aliens to make an ambience a little more creepy, and some new guns and clothing. So yeah, Lynn, I think that just like Jeremy pointed out, masks. We currently have 1 mask in the game, which was actually supposed to be our Halloween gift from Rockstar. And obviously we have horse masks, especially if you get the Outlaw Pass, you rank that up to 70, you can get up to 3 horse masks for your horse. So I seriously doubt that Rockstar made only 1 mask for our characters and 3 horse masks. I'm sure they made a whole bunch of regular masks for us to purchase and wear, as well as some horse masks for players to buy too. So I think that that's something else that we'll most likely see whenever they do decide to launch an undead event, whether it's a 1 week or 2 weeks, or perhaps it's going to span throughout the entire month of October. To be honest, that wouldn't bother me at all. And when it comes to guns and clothing, I don't know if we would get actually Halloween-themed clothing, but there is some gun ideas out there, some weapon ideas, like, for example, the blunderbuss from Undead Nightmare. They could add that, or they could add some of the other weapons, like, holy water. What else do they have? If I forget anything from Undead Nightmare that you think would be really cool, feel free and let me know below in the comment section. Kenji, let's see, a time machine that sends you to Grand Theft Auto Online, so you have to do a mission and then return. Kenji, that's an interesting idea. And as much as I would have loved to have like a DeLorean or Deluxo Back to the Future 3 Easter egg in Red Dead Redemption 2, alas, I did not get that Easter egg, and I'm still rather sore about it, but best thing to do is move on. Karunzi, see, I'm very curious about the random zombified bodies across the map. Don't know if it's really a teaser for something to come on Halloween, but it'd be great. Also heard NPC on Blackwater Docks talking about UG rumors of the Jade Mask. Now, the Jade Mask was, I guess, the MacGuffin of Undead Nightmare, for those of you that, didn't play Undead Nightmare. And if you go to the fence in Saint Denis, and or one of the Old Man Jones stands scattered throughout the map, you will find the Emerald Jade Mask, the green mask. And that is allegedly what caused the Undead outbreak in Undead Nightmare for Red Dead Redemption 1. So whether that ties into an event week or event month, Halloween Undead themed, remains to be seen. Gabriel is Undead Nightmare out in Red Dead Redemption 2 already. No, Gabriel, it's not. We're just talking about ideas. Okay? Nothing's been confirmed by Rockstar. Just want to reiterate that. Archangel, let's see, what does Archibus say? I was thinking maybe having pumpkins for sale to eat, or finding random pumpkins around the map. Unlock something special like a giant orange moon. You know, that would be kind of cool, actually. I mean, the pumpkins are an interesting idea. But what if, like, similar to Grand Theft Auto Online, where, like, you know, a couple times a year, you know, around Christmas, New Year's, we get snow in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, obviously, if you want snow in Red Dead Online, you just got to go up to the snow. I still think that they need to implement where you can have snowball fights in the snow. Hopefully, eventually, Rockstar will add that in a future update. But what if they have, like, a unique weather dynamic that makes the moon orangish red and, you know, adds some creepy ambiance? Like some of you were talking about, like, well, I mean, we already have wolves and howling and bears and cougars, but other creepy stuff in the background as well. Maybe even other things too. So it's just, you know, one of many ideas, you know, to give us more of a feel for what an Undead Halloween themed event could be. And definitely I would like some creepy weather. That would be awesome. Let's see, Mark, angry vampire bats that swarm you. So this is actually a possibility, Mark, and it's not impossible because we already have brown bats. Now at night, in case you didn't know, brown bats do appear in the game, usually late at night, and you might hear them, but you may be like, what's that weird noise? And what you do is you just, like, eagle eye, look up in the sky, and you see brown bats flying around in circle patterns. It's useful information, especially whenever they're up for a daily challenge. So all Rockstar would technically have to do is create a vampire bat version of the brown bat, and the other difference is it would attack you like a predator. So it's an interesting idea, Mark. Let's see, cool guy, mythical horses in online and to make the strangers look like zombies. Now, mythical horses is something a lot of us are hoping that Rockstar will eventually add to the game, like the horses of the apocalypse, war, death, famine, pestilence, zombie horse, as well as the legendary unicorn. And I am going to go out on a limb, and I could be completely wrong, and that's fine, but I'm going to roll the dice because it's something I really want to see. I would like at least one mythical horse to be released this October throughout this Undead Halloween event, if there actually is going to be one. I would like for it to be war if I had my choice, either war or death. I never really cared for pestilence or famine. Now, I would love to have the unicorn, but I don't know if they're ever going to give us the unicorn. Maybe a horse mask that has a horn on it so you could pretend to have a unicorn. But, you know, one of those 5 horses would be cool, or a zombie undead horse too, I suppose. But yeah, I would definitely love to have mythical horses eventually added to the game. And it's something that's already established. If you go back to Red Dead Redemption multiplayer, we had like the ability to ride bulls, bison, the zonkey, which is basically a zebra half donkey. And then, as I mentioned, Undead Nightmare, we had the horses of the apocalypse, undead horse, as well as the unicorn. Nicole, the Nightfolk, zombie hordes in every town, masks, horses of the apocalypse. I agree, Nicole. Definitely. The Nightfolk, I don't know if the Nightfolk faction is actually in online. I know it's in, you know, obviously story mode, Red Dead Redemption 2, along with all the other factions, but you never know. The Nightfolk might make an appearance throughout the Halloween event, or Undead event, or whatever it ends up being called. Gooey, a.k.a. Bagman, Marty Mcfly's cowboy outfit could be a cool costume. Which cowboy outfit? The one he wears when he goes back in time in 1950s, and 1950s Doc Brown gives him to wear, or the one he ends up wearing that looks more like Clint Eastwood does throughout the Man with No Name trilogy. By the way, thank you so much to everybody over on the YouTube community tab for submitting your ideas for a potential Halloween event. Now we're moving over to our Discord community. First off, with Elephants on Acid, Zombies in Free Roam, of course. A lot of these are probably going to be about the same because a lot of you, I think, want the same things, including, you know, zombies roaming around free roam. Maybe especially around cemeteries, that would make sense, as well as dynamics. Sparing Donkey, new spooky horse masks, as well as a chain-esque lasso. So lasso similar to the reinforced lasso, but looks more like a chain. Now, will this lasso, Sparing Donkey, actually lasso animals and, you know, catch them and not go loose? Because the reinforced lasso has that same problem that the regular lasso has. And that's something I've been going back and forth about whether or not I want to make a rant video about. But yes, I need a better lasso for lassoing animals, Rockstar. Moving on, new Halloween-themed clothes, masks, bandanas, see face paint. Regardless, new Halloween clothes. Something pretty plausible. Chain gauntlets. Yeah, because, we do have a pair of gauntlets that you can get courtesy of the Outlaw Pass. So it's the same premise as I talked about a moment ago with the mask and horse masks. I seriously doubt that Rockstar only made one pair of gauntlets or one pair of eye patches, or well, variations of the same eye patch. So there could be more Halloween-themed cosmetics added, including bandanas, chain gauntlets. I don't know about face paint, but maybe they'll save that for like a future like Wapiti update. That'd be kind of cool, like where you put on war paint, but that's somewhere down the road. As well, as far as Halloween clothing is concerned, I mean, you have some options already in the game. I know Red and several others like to dress their characters up as witches, but it would be cool if they actually added some stuff more Halloween themed clothing wise. Probably masks, horse masks. I mean, look, I'm willing to go like full-fledged, like whatever Rockstar wants to add, the more the merrier. Next, let's go to Kane. Let's see, number 1, zombies appear in free roam and are new enemies to kill. They give 25 XP per kill, similar to killing a player. And also, just like, with the rules when it comes to zombies, only headshots. You can shoot them all day in the body and the torso, but it doesn't kill them. It may knock them down, but of course they get right back up. Unless you use like explosive ammo or dynamite, or like fire bottles, and you just burn them or blow them up. Okay, that'll be fine too. Next, some new Halloween weapon variants, similar to the Bounty Hunter, Trader, Collector variants. Make your own gun look more spooky, so that would be really cool if they had like different skins for some of the current weapons in the game. And like I mentioned, I wouldn't mind there being a blunderbuss added as well. Number 3, with Undead ravishing the world of Red Dead Online. New game mode similar to COD Zombies or Grand Theft Auto Online Survival is available. Survive certain amount of rounds or waves to send them freak bags back to their graves. Every 5 rounds, special zombie rounds happen. Zombie bears, zombie cougars. Yeah, exactly. Zombie bears, zombie cougars, zombie wolves. That'd be awesome as well. So there's definitely a lot of ideas out there, a lot of possibilities that would make a Halloween Undead-themed Red Dead Online event awesome. Next is Cool Guy. Let's see, I would like Mythical Horses. Okay, you already mentioned that over on the YouTube community tab. Thanks for the submission, Cool Guy. Next, we're moving on to Brian. I want the 4 Horses of the Apocalypse. No zombie because I'm sick and tired of zombies. They're overdone. Maybe we face new enemies like demons, aliens, vampires, werewolves, Bigfoot, like some people have mentioned already. Like I said a moment ago, I'm not a zombie fan, but Rockstar did do a fantastic job with Undead Nightmare and their variety of zombies. So I would not mind there being some dynamic zombie waves scattered throughout the map of Red Dead Online. Thanks for the submission, Brian. Moving on to Fat Chinese Gaming. A few vampire story missions where you go and hunt or kill vampires and save a village. Fat Chinese Gaming, I know you're still playing the Red Dead Redemption 2. But I want you to know that somewhere lurking in the streets of Saint Denis is a certain vampire. I know that was a spoiler, but anyways, just another thing you can do in Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode. So something to get you even more excited about going back to Red Dead Redemption 2. But yes, I think I would love to see some vampires roaming around Red Dead Online as well. Next, Space Monkey. Undead Horses, let's see, Saint Denis Vampire, you have Night Folk, Old Man Jones, Rock Carving, UFOs, Bull Gator. Yeah, the Bull Gator. I don't know if we're going to officially get the Bull Gator, because once again, the Bull Gator is kind of important to Red Dead Redemption 2 story. Maybe some UFO sightings. I mean, they could have like UFOs like popping up in the skies at night in random spots similar to Red Dead Redemption 2. There's so many freaking Easter eggs in Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know if we're ever actually going to see aliens. Maybe in a future like Halloween event somewhere down the road. But I don't know. I feel like this month's coming up, if there is one, would probably be more undead themed. Archangel, let's see, he had another submission. He put this one in Discord. I was thinking for Halloween that we'd have a Headless Horseman bounty mission, but this pumpkin head should be on fire, zombies everywhere, purple sky, lightning, like green lightning or something like that. I'm a huge Washington Irving fan. He wrote, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Of course, that was what the Johnny Depp movie was based upon back in the late 90s. It was a good movie. I liked it, done by Tim Burton. But yeah, that would be epic if like we had the Headless Horseman roaming around And he had like his fiery pumpkin head, and he could like hit you with his sword or toss his fiery pumpkin at you and like burn you to death. I wouldn't be against the Headless Horseman roaming around. And whenever you ride over like bridges, like there's certain bridges that remind me of the bridge that Ichabod went over, and the crickets, he started hearing the crickets saying Ichabod, 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 Ichabod. Similar to the movie as well as the Disney movie many years earlier. That was the first one I ever watched, was the Disney one. It was even creepy for its time. JT Max, anything for story mode? Yes, a lot of people agree with you, JT. 6 likes on that. Way to go. I agree entirely. Yeah, I would not be against an Undead Nightmare 2 story mode driven update, similar to Undead Nightmare for Red Dead Redemption 1. And of course, anything story mode related DLC for Red Dead Redemption 2. But I also obviously want content and Halloween Undead event stuff for Red Dead Online as well. But, you know, I want both. What's wrong with wanting both, right? Easy! I don't think we'll get much Halloween content, a few masks maybe, but this is probably all we're going to get. It would be cool if we had an Undead Survival or something like that, though. Come on, Easy. You got to dream. You got to hope for the best. You got to have that hype up there at the top of Mount Shan or Mount Hagen just for you to be let down and feel like you've just been slammed down into the freaking bayou where the gators will get you. Come on, get that hype up, Easy. I don't know. I mean, I know we're putting our expectations too high. And this isn't just for this upcoming Halloween event. Hopefully we'll have one. But potentially for like a future one, maybe in 2020 or 2021, depending on the lifespan of Red Dead Online. We can hope, we can dream, we can throw out ideas. There's nothing wrong with that. And finally, Tank Engine Jr., Undead game modes or Horses of the Apocalypse costumes would be nice. And Tank, I agree. Once again, thank you so much to everybody on Discord and in the YouTube community tab for submitting your ideas, your thoughts, what you would like to see added in a Halloween Undead themed event for Red Dead Online or updates. And if you did not get a chance to do so, feel free to give me your ideas for a Halloween event in Red Dead Online below in the comments section.